Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our now third audio edition here of the Pop Quiz. This is Brian Cole, and as mentioned beforehand, we have a very special guest with us here. Our new hardcore champion, the natural legend Sean Knight, is joining us for this installment. How are you doing today, Sean?
I'm doing good, Cole. It's really nice to be here and to be talking to a journalist that's a real professional. Unlike the interviews I've done in the past, I have a good feeling about this one because I've seen your interviews and you asked a tough question, and I think you're an interviewer who really wants to get the scoop. So I'm glad to be talking to you.
Well, thank you, Sean. I appreciate the kind words there. And, the hard questions, I guess you could say, is what I specialize in here. I have my finger, you could say, on the pulse here of the ECW Universe, and as you know, they're a pretty vocal bunch.
Exactly.
With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in here. I've got several questions myself, and then we got a couple of interesting fans-submitted questions we'll get to later here. So the first question, staying relevant and staying fresh here, how does it feel walking into Summerslam 2? You were kind of a dark horse on the polls, but you ended up leaving, and in 48 hours you're still a champion after a huge defense in your first match as champion over Gucci.
I mean, it feels really great for you. After everything I've been through here at ECW. I came in at SummerSlam 1, and I was a rookie against our boss, Paul Jones. I came into that match, and just determined, and even being the ultimate underdog there, I saw what I wanted, and I took it. And this year at SummerSlam, I went in the ring as a veteran, and with Gucci and Blade, and Hojo being considered the rookies almost here. And at the end of the night, I walked out as hardcore champion, and I proved the very next night of Raw that I will do anything to hold on to this championship. But I took down Gucci, being, if I remember correctly, the very first man to ever beat him one-on-one. So it's quite an accomplishment. I'm really excited about what the future holds for him.
Well, absolutely. I was there live ringside for that match on Raw, and I was a little worried at times. I was afraid that one of you, if not both of you, might come through my announce table. Luckily, it stayed intact, and that didn't happen. But that was a hell of a match, and personally, if I say so myself, one of the finer tables, ladders, and chairs matches I've seen actually in recent memory. Honestly, no offense to AJ Hawks, I'll put it above you guys' match at Battleground. That's just my personal opinion. Moving on from there, next question here. You talked about this a little bit here. You had an iconic last match here, that 60-minute Iron Man match with Paul Jones at SummerSlam. Do you feel like you outdone your performance last year with this win?
Well, I think every time that there's something on the line, it's always going to be bigger than when it's not. And this time, I had something to fight for. When I fought the boss, when I fought Ryan, it was big because I came in as nobody. I came in as a rookie, and I was fighting the ultimate, the top guy, the guy who created this company. But this year, there was gold on the line. And this year, I didn't just face one man. I faced two men. But I proved that I was better than all of them.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Like I said, you definitely proved your point. Like I said, you came in as a little bit of a dark horse despite being a veteran, and you definitely succeeded in your goal and did it very emphatically, claiming out the victim of the unnatural loss. So congratulations there. Moving on from there, here's a good question for you, Sean. How will you stand out above the past men who held the same belt, this hardcore championship?
I mean, that's a tough question because some of the greatest guys in the history of this company have held that title, and the prestige of this title has just been increased and increased ever since it was introduced here in ECW. But the thing that I have that those guys didn't, I think I just want this more. I mean, ever since I came in NXT, I came in, like I said earlier, I came in as an underdog. But I won the NXT Championship 2 times. I was the first man to do that. And I think that the people that have held this title, while they have done great things, I don't think when it all comes down to it, I think I will be on top. That's not me being cocky. That's just not what history's shown. That's what history's going to keep showing and the future holds. Shawn Knight has been dominant in the past, and he'll be keeping dominant, perhaps the most dominant ever as hardcore champion.
Well, definitely a bold prediction there. I gotta say, you're having a great year thus far. Only a couple of pay-per-view losses. That's really big, and I would say dominating is a good choice of words there. Moving on here to our next couple of questions. I guess we'll go with the fan question here. Somebody sent a short one here, but still a good question nonetheless. Who has your favorite opponent been today?
Oh wow, that's just that one's so tough because I've been in there with so many good men. I called one of my matches with the Nasty Bones, the most hardcore match in my career, and that still stands. The match, I mean, I was hurt. I was hurting after for days. Everything we put each other through in that match was just intense and insane. And it may not be the biggest moment of my career, but I think as far as just a match that everything was just great and just so many great moments, I think me and McNasty both really pulled up. I would love to one day get in the ring with him again.
Absolutely, and some may not remember, that was actually the match last year that you qualified to be in the World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber match. I distinctly remember that on SmackDown. It was a pretty brutal match. I'm surprised both of you walked out of that intact.
Yeah, just so many extreme moments there. And what I'll remember is one of the big breaking out moments for me where I felt like I went to the next level and showed why I belonged.
Absolutely. The Nasty Bones, as many people recall, was possibly the most dominating and imposing force of the first year. When he became World Heavyweight Champion, and became what we view then as a tyrant, he was definitely a force to be reckoned with. And when you actually pulling out the submission victory over him, being one of the few men who submitted in his career, it was definitely a groundbreaking moment for you and for ECW. It was, it showed a kind of a turning of the tide and a changing of the guard in some ways.
Yeah, no doubt.
A little bit back on your hardcore championship here, highlighting that here when we can in this interview. There's some people around the wrestling world, and as you know, around the internet, who believe that you're not deserving. You didn't work hard enough to become champion. What are your thoughts on those rumors and comments?
Well, I mean, to be quite frank here, I think that's completely weird. Like, I don't see how you can look at what I've done. I don't see how you can go back on the ECW network and watch what I've done since the moment I stepped into this company and say I don't deserve it. I beat everybody. That even people think I couldn't have beat. AJ Hawk, from Nasty Bones, Azrael. In my debut on pay-per-view, I beat Ryan Azrael, who is also a former hardcore champion. So even to go back to your question earlier, where do I think I stand among the hardcore champions? Well, I beat Gucci, I beat Azrael, I beat other men who have held that title. So I don't see how anyone can really doubt it at this point. And if they think right now, if that's what they think, if they doubt me, I'm going to prove that wrong here in the next 20 weeks. I just won the hardcore title on Sunday, and I just beat Gucci on Monday, but you haven't seen anything yet.
Well, I think that's a good answer there. Very to the point and very firm in where you stand on the matter. I'm sure that will settle some of your critics. Speaking of the next couple of weeks, we got a big pay-per-view coming up. Some people might agree or disagree here. I think more will agree. Night of Champions 2 marks what was the most infamous pay-per-view of the last year. As far as yourself, and you're talking about things to come and bigger things to come, let's look into the crystal ball a little bit here. If you had to give me 3 names, who do you see as your top 3 contenders for a possible shot at the Hardcore Championship at Night of Champions 2?
Well, you know, well, number one would be, as much as I gave the guy, as much as he's shown a huge lack of respect for me, Bray Wyatt, as much as I gave him outside green, he, on that match on Sunday, he had some big moments, and he showed that maybe he does belong in the social title team. And you know, I'd love to get in the ring with him because I still have some respect to him, and he's still a guy who I'm sure still wants the title. So why not, Blade? If you want to step up, if you want to get your ass kicked again, Bray Wyatt, I welcome you to go for it. And number two, I mean, there's so many guys that I've been wanting to face, you know, since I came into this company. But you know, number two, I had some great matches with AJ Hawk. He's Mr. Money in the Bank. He's kind of maybe above what you would think of as potential for a hardcore champion. But we've had some great matches, and if there's something on the line, I think we could really tear it up one more time. And as for number three, it's really tough. There's been a lot of guys that I've already faced. I kind of just want to take someone fresh, so I'm going to leave number three kind of open to really anybody. Like, anybody who thinks that they can take my time, I'll leave that open. So number three, anybody, pretty much.
Well, that's interesting. As you probably know, as well as many others who follow ECW regularly, AJ Hawk is actually a three-time hardcore champion. I'm sure people wouldn't mind seeing him make a return to the hardcore division. Definitely be Mr. Money in the Bank, and challenging for the hardcore title would definitely be an interesting scenario. I wonder if anybody will step up to take up that number three spot. That would definitely be interesting. For any of the superstars who might be listening to this interview themselves. We're going to go to I guess you could call this a controversial fan question sent in here, Sean. The fan went and asked, in their terms, they're not mine, do you say the word quote-unquote pussy a lot because you don't get laid?
You're really funny, man. Whoever asked that question, you really should be a comedian. But no, I get plenty of pussy. Yeah, guys in the locker room, they try to make jokes. But it's okay because every time they do make jokes, I kick their ass and I make them look like pussies. And they are pussies. I mean, I've proven that I'm better than these guys. I'm not a pussy, and I get plenty of pussy. So to answer your question, random ass fan, felt boring, coincidence, got long face, and probably, yes, I get laid plenty.
Alright. Well, we'll wrap this up in the next couple questions here, Sean. See if that takes care of that. Well, the last thing here, you mentioned Blade Wyatt earlier. So I wanted to get your opinion on this matter here. This is something that has really been sticking with me, and I can't wrap my head around it. Maybe you can make light of it for me here. Despite you injuring his teammate Jimmy John just a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, Blade has seemingly just ignored that whole incident. He hasn't mentioned it anywhere. Anytime he's been on camera recently, anywhere on social media, as far as I know, I don't think he's even reached out to visit or contact Jimmy John since the injury. Do you think that Blade Wyatt is obsessed with the belt, similar in the same light that Masako Hondo was obsessed with taking it from Ed Gucci? And do you see, you kind of mentioned this earlier, do you see Blade Wyatt as a possible threat or a contender for the belt?
Well, first of all, the whole situation with me just ripping Jimmy Hall's arm apart, just hurting him once more. And then for Blade Wyatt to not even seem to care about his own partner. Well, I mean, I knew the guy was a pussy, but his best friend, the guy who's supposed to have his back, they're supposed to have each other's back. And Blade Wyatt just acts like nothing happened. I think that's very foolish, and I think if it ever comes to a situation where Blade Wyatt needs help, I'll be laughing when Jimmy John doesn't come out and do anything for him. And as for is Blade Wyatt a contender, like I said earlier, I think in the ring, he's a talented guy. I hold nothing against him in that ring. But like I've said before, he does not know how to wrestle. Be a wrestler. He does not know how to be a superstar. He does not know how to fit into this business. And for that very reason, he will not become champion. He has no idea how to be a champion like I have been. I've done it 2 times before. I'm doing it right now. But Wade White, I don't think he'll ever get to that next level because he just doesn't get it.
Oh, well, that's definitely interesting. I'm gonna add, I have a last thing here on the end of this that I actually didn't have wrote down, but it came to me here as I was saying that. There seems to be a lot of excitement and energy in the air right now following the announcement that NXT is returning in our next year of programming. I know you had a lot to do with NXT in the first year, as did many of the current stars like AJ Hawks and Aether Adamus, and the list goes on from there. What's your take on NXT returning? And also, to conclude this here, Sean, what do you see? Just looking a little bit ahead here, how do you see your next year, maybe year and a half? Well, I know we talked a little bit about what does the future hold for you, but if you could give us a short-term logistical outlook here of how things are shaping up for you, what are you seeing? We got some big events coming up. We've got, the Royal Rumbles in a few months. WrestleMania is not too far away. A lot of big things coming up.
Oh yeah, definitely, Cole. And first I want to address your question about NXT. I'm glad that NXT is coming back. Because NXT, it definitely served its purpose. It created new stars, me, AJ Hawks, our current Intercontinental Champion, Aether Adamus. And there's some guys who I think in the past could really benefit from going back to the show. And as you probably all know, after I left that show, it just kind of all went downhill, and people can blame other things and blame management. But people wanted to see back on Shawn Nice. And I think if new NXT breeds somebody like me or somebody like these guys who have got to the top, then I'm all for it. And as for my plans for the next year, you're right, there's so much huge stuff coming up. The Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, Money in the Bank, Extreme Mode, all these big pay-per-views. All these pay-per-views I've already had big moments on. But what I've done in the past pay-per-views isn't going to compare at all to what I'm going to do now. No matter if I hold a title, no matter where I am at in this company, I will make sure to put on the best matches. But ultimately, my goal, like anybody's goal ever, is going to be coming to in this business. It's the very top. And whether I have to win the Royal Rumble to do that, whether I have to win Money in the Bank, whether I have to do whatever at any pay-per-view, at any event against anybody, will do that to one day become your new ECW World Champion. And if that happens in the next year, then it's going to be pretty fucking awesome.
All right, Sean, it's been very insightful and great having the pleasure to talk with you here. And we're looking forward to getting this interview of ours here online as you're preparing for the next Raw, which I don't believe you're scheduled for, but I'll check and we'll see how that goes. But anyway, we're going to air this here on Raw here the second week, and so that goes, best of luck with the Hardcore Championship and your future plans. As always, I'll have my eye on things. And again, if you've got anything else you'd like to leave the fans with before we conclude this, feel free.
Well, I mean, the fans, do I want to leave the fans with anything? Yeah, I just want to say this. All of you doubted me, all of you turned against me. Well, I am your Hardcore Champion. I am one of the very best in ECW, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm here to stay. And the next year, year 3, will be the year of Shawn Nice. Thank you for having me, Cole. Thank you for being a professional. And ECW, prepare to take a ride. Shawn Nice is going places this year.
Alright, it has been a pleasure, and with that, we will conclude this interview.